there'll be some. I keep the peace. Welcome to Oasis. Welcome to Oasis.
Testing, and I am shouting, and I'm shouting more, and I'm gonna talk like this. Can the audience hear me? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think they can. You're behind them. Yeah.
Are you coming through twice? Is the question.
Am I coming to? Are you telling me?
You have you only
okay,
you
am
know.
I coming through twice? Yes, a little bit. Absolutely a little bit. Can you put me down a little bit more? I can't hear myself how loud I am.
It's not about. It's coming through the microphone. That's the issue.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I can point this.
5 new items.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No,
I'm in the lobby. I got excited.
I don't think we can avoid this.
Yeah, no, do it quick, and then
I'll put you back up to 100.
in theory, right?
They should still be able to hear us.
They could play the Twitch stream.
Not the whole point.
Alright. I think we're good to go. Hello everybody and welcome to King of the North 2018. This is the semi-final round of Zeus versus Keele. And as we get into our first map here, it's Iconville.
So yeah, with me, I'm Geobreaker, and with me is Good Luck Kinjente.
And we're here to defend this game as best we can.
Yes, and we're very excited to go through Iconval, the first map. Actually, Keele and UOB Zeus have actually been against in Iconval before. We're just going to see that the scene has changed correctly. That's fine. Okay, actually, UOB Zeus and Keele have played together before on this map, on this mirror. But before, actually, Keele was attacking first, and UOB Zeus was defending first.
Okay,
Last,
Sorry.
yeah, that's fine. Last time, Keele managed to push UOB Zeus up to all the way to the point, but couldn't get.
What do you mean?
Couldn't get. What's wrong?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, hang on. Have we got the wrong sides? Oh, we got the wrong sides. Yeah, sorry. Slight bug here, guys. I'm sorry. I think we got the wrong sides on attack and defense. I do not remember. Yeah, so it's not live. You got to return. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks.
Wait, what?
Sure. We got swap sides.
You can see your in-game chat.
That's fine. That's fine. You guys ready? You ready?
Yeah.
You're not going to go in the front in a minute anyway. They're not going to have the hands.
Sometimes say
Alright, apologies for that. We're actually getting into the game.
They're just
being very angry at us in the chat.
Yes.
For not paying attention to the game.
That's apologies. Right, so first off, it's going to be Keele on attack, whereas UOB Zeus is going to be defending. Last time this has happened before, and actually they went over to overtime. So this can be a close game, hopefully, because UOB Zeus aren't actually prepared for Iconval.
Right. So
From my understanding, they played in the first qualifiers for the North, and it went in UOB Zeus's favour, hence the high ceiling. And did they just defend the first Iconval in the first set as well?
Yes, they played Iconval in the first game, but actually, it was even though UOB Zeus won in the end, it was a very close game where UOB Zeus managed to hold just enough to get 2-0 and then pushed past the last point with 4 meters left.
Attackers
and we see this tricky trap like that.
So, the team compositions, I'm not too familiar on the modern maps. I know you are a lot more experienced in the competitor. So what do you think about that team?
So right now for UOB Zeus, the Orisa Hog is a very classic combo. They can combo the pull and the hook at the same time, with Sub Soldier with a reliable hook and very confident ability to move. Right now, it seems that Faz is BFK getting shield up.
2, 1.
Right, so we've got another fast attack game.
They're actually pushing it around the right side, though, to cheese people as fast as possible.
Right now, they got an interesting competition. Let's see that. They're pushing to the left-hand side very quickly. And it misses the hook, and Diva does a defense matrix and blocks everyone. Hook mainly goes down straight away. He's going to take someone with him, and the main target fast dies.
It looks like
It's swinging in favour of Keele here. They've got straight on point, just taking that one.
It's a very interesting composition. They went for a very heavy push, even with the main tongue of Vine and Roadhog. With the Lucia boost, they managed to push through the point and clear their way to the first point. UOB just did not see what was coming at all.
Objective
they just got immediately so that's very decided. They've got so much time to move this payload.
By Morty. So, it's very interesting to see that they're keeping the Orisa. It's not as diverse because of the high ground, so the Orisa can't really move. Orisa is more good as an anchor to hold checkpoints. So it's quite interesting to see the Orisa play here still. Jaeger at the back, trying to flank and trying to tease around. Maybe it's trying to make them lose the high ground. But right now, Time Stream is holding the ground to the choke, and they're pushing. Orisa falls down, tries to hold the anchoring down to choke, and we'll see there's 2 fights going on. One in the high ground, one in the main choke point. Currently, Zeus is winning, but then the Roadhog goes down. Suwon clears up. This is in every setting. This is a clear win.
Well, that's very good. They seemed a bit scuffly, I must say, at the beginning there. As you say, the fight sort of split into 2 different areas, and they seem to lose on both fronts. But they're actually back in the context of the close forward. So
Zeus really got the top setup, but here comes the fire. Gets nobody. I don't think anyone got any real damage.
No, it took out the Diva, mate. That's got to do something right now. The Sub Soldier and the Moira ult going off, and the Shatter misses. But still, the Roadhog player, they really want to push this. They really want to have this. But however, the defense is holding the staying. Orisa is staying put, and Roadhog just gives a hook off, and we shall carry on seeing. And then they reset again.
So besides the ults as well, it doesn't really look like there's been a very large number of
Well, I say that, and the Tracer Bond
Tracer Bond,
just wasted.
that's fine. Oh, and in this time, Keele actually putting it behind them. Do they know? They've actually gone inside. They're pushing up inside. They're pushing up on top.
Why not charges? Very interesting dive there. Why not out of position completely? T's just finishing off the time stream, just picking with the discourse, and she's doing a lot of work with the discourse and harmony. She's still got the transcendence to use as a defensive ult if Keele wants to finish them off.
I've got to say that just the position at the very end was
Really well done. Everything seems to be placed for Zeus on this defense after that very tacky first. And again though, Keele are already here on this card. I don't know if they're moving slightly too fast for their own good.
Jaeger's just taken down by the Kirk Mania, trapping the shift mine. Fortunately, got Jaeger out of position, therefore that's a free win. Reset of Keele.
It looks like, yeah, they're just taking very heavy losses each time. Very minimal ult usage, and just another reset. Even though it's slightly inside the push of the car, it's going to roll back in the time that they take to recollect themselves.
This is a very challenging push from right now from Keele. They switched it up to a dive contest, trying to see if they can get the high ground right now with Farah and Tracer and Winston, see if they can jump up the high ground to make sure that UOBs can't contest it any longer. We'll see how this fight turns out.
The trade 1-for-1, the map is up at the top. I don't think it's going to catch the Zenyatta actually, but it's very critical right now. And it looks like there's not very much being left on the flat line for UOB Zeus. Because Winston jumps in, they lose the jump back. It's just Faz swing right now.
They need to regroup right now. They're in a bad position. They're outnumbered by Keele right now. Keele is trying to keep this snaking pattern going, whereas Morris fall back and Swift is going back. Whereas they really Faz can't run away. Can he run away? Can he not? Tracer finishes on. Roadhog goes back to the mega. Junkrat goes back to the choke, but they need to get on the point right now before, or otherwise Keele will get the second point. We should see right now. The ult just make sure the zoning is out. They want to push that pillar for free and deny that free point. However, Yogis somehow managed to get onto the point with Farah's ulting out of nowhere. But however, the Keele does manage to get the second point.
Well, they've really brought it back by the time they restored him, and they've got 3 ults on their defense. With the
yeah, Zenyatta out of nowhere.
Which is another
The Orisa ult is going in just to make up for the transcendence, the lack of transcendence. We shall see if anything can be done with it. They actually do a reset because you know what? They don't need to fight with the ult. Keele knows this. Keele's like, hey, we got 2 minutes 30 seconds. We don't need to hurry up. You're one man down. You're using ults for us. We can go back and take our time. You're not gonna get any of the kills. Ryan actually almost died there, but luckily for us, Sub Soldier could not get the final kill on Matt.
I think
right now the critical player is going to have to be, well, first of all, she needs to be actually using her own fight. But the players to watch right now, I think, are Thompson and the one is but the tie gets one. She's pushing the fight in favor, Transcendence is also out.
We shall see if anything can be done by Sue near. But Farah all comes there. See if he goes out. But no, Mania takes out with a concussion, right? I'm not quite sure what he did there. How did he get his Farah out?
Win the fight. That's time to
And now they've actually the full defensive point.
We've actually still got a very good ult economy compared to the ults of Keele, which well, as they come in, the Reaper and the Ryan can be very important, but currently with the Moira ult, they should be able to hold on.
Let's see what Keele can do with that Shatter and the Reaper ult. I feel like they can get something working because they don't actually have any defensive ult except for the Moira, which can be used as offensive and defensive. But we shall see if Matt can get a good Shatter ult. We should be looking at Matt and see if he can get anything off really good. Right now they're just waiting up and Matt really wants that Shatter, but there's no shield to block in place from Faz. Faz is defending, but he knows that Matt's got his ult. We shall see what he can do. Moira uses ult early, so he can't use it as defensive. D.Va gets pulled out nowhere from the soldier. The shield's gone down, and both the battles gone. Right now, Matt's muddy. See if the Reaper ult can do any of the work. Guys, the transition gets in.
The ult has been very poor, honestly, right now. Another person is tired. It looks like a hold on to UOB right now, but currently Jaeger is lost a long time on the card. He's really holding on.
He's refusing to move. It's a 13-second set. It's too late to reset now. Jaeger has made it limit. That's going to be 5v6. Can Keele actually finish the slot? There's a Shatter coming
very critical for securing this right now.
The Shatter is on the clock. Might keep them stall for overtime.
If the player's coming with a recycle, they've got a Tracer coming back in already. It's very possible to get off, but the game has to get back on let's get back on the car.
Somehow Mapu touches the point, and Jaeger manages to get on the point. He's trying to score as much as he can. He eats back. He's trying to trip it around and take out anyone else out of nowhere. Comes back to the point, but can the overtime carry on?
There you go.
This is actually very similar to what their first game was in Iconval last time.
In the qualifiers, yeah.
In the qualifiers, I feel like Keele pushed it a bit further in that game, which is about, I think there was only 4 minutes left. So therefore, in a sense, UOB seems stronger. However, Keele might put a better defense. They're actually getting a Sombra out. That's how interesting. With a Reaper, they might be just trolling us. We're not quite sure yet, but we shall see. Hopefully, get some interesting composition with Jaeger as Sombra and Omnitos as Farah.
Well, we did see some interesting strategies that they had pulled out earlier, where they pushed from the far right side, the very side of spawn. So
I think that was very interesting because the Ryan China, he got out of position, he got booted out of nowhere. But I think they realized from that chart, that mistake, that they needed the control of the high ground. That's what they switched to the dive comp and the Farah, and the Tracer was always still there. But they switched to more of a dive comp that can take the high ground. And you saw it. Once they did that, once they made the changes, they got the high ground, they got control, and they killed UOB Zeus 1 by 1, and they just couldn't get the second point again. And Keele got the easy second point to the end.
So we're seeing some pretty standard team compositions from UOB Zeus' side, it looks like. They've got pretty standard, well, they're sort of known for these characters at the very least. So they're very used to these sort of roles and what they're going to be doing. But the Sombra, like you say, on the side of Keele is really what's going to have to turn it, I reckon. So if they can utilize Sombra correctly, I don't really know how they plan to do it. She's going to be really good at shutting down people like Farah, who can no longer fly, Mercy with the same problem, Tracer will be stuck in place. So we really have to see what she can do on this defensive side. She can really cut the mobility on this side, this sort of composition.
Let's have a look at what UOB Zeus can bring to the table with this composition. If there's any denial with the Sombra goes back to behind him, so they see if she can get a sneaky hack off. She sees Suwon, and then they're having a 1v1. But Sombra's just going to eat back and no problem, just get some information, see who they are. And actually, UOB Zeus is taking this very slow. Wizard jumps in, and there's taking it very slow, 1v1 at a time. Suwon goes out by Matt with Road of Hook. And they're just doing a reset. Nice early reset. They got plenty of time. They're like, hey, what's the point of doing a 5v6? We're going to take a time. But some soldier gets hooked again and actually lose the D.Va, mate. That's actually huge from Keele. Well, maybe Zeus might just be held from the first choke.
So it kind of looked like to me that the push was just very disconnected. So once they got caught by the summer, Kurt made it with Farah.
Oh, now Fast goes in to make sure that they can optimize the kill. Oh, can the kill time stream applies to fire it? I don't know. And then Kurt dies as well. There's another res off, but they couldn't get the res in, and unfortunately got switch to die. But however, Swan finished Omni Toaster, see if he can make it anything work with the Moira ult.
So I think it's all on Swan out there right now. Sitting back, he's just got to try and do something. He doesn't really look like there's not much time to do it. The hat comes out. This should really secure.
Sub Soldier finishes.
I'm not sure it's going to matter though. They might have to retreat.
Yeah, retreat, but they've got a numbers advantage. If they can reset really quickly, they can still do this. As you know, this Keele have a longer walking distance than UOB, so they can get here quicker. So they can see if they can get a 4v6 working. Right now, Swan is hiding from behind us. Two pushing 3 kills. We'll see. Carmela does with the ult trying to finish it off. It wasn't really necessary. They got 3 kills. They can just finish them all. They just need to focus the Winston kill now, who's just stalling. To make sure they can stay as long as possible. Now that's a very clean win from Yobi Zeus. I'm not quite sure about the far up there. They should die straight away. They didn't even need it. Someone did get 2 kills and a mech to disappear. So maybe Far just want to guarantee the kill to make sure that they get the first point.
That's already in here. Goes smoke charge on his own, making a little bit of room on the top. Get here. He's actually here alone, but he's got ult, so we'll see what he can do.
Mercy comes out.
I don't know what they're planning to do here.
I'm not quite sure what Europe is used to doing either. Right now, no one's pushing the payload. Yes, they're getting kills. Yes, they're pushing it, but at the end of the day, everyone's won by pushing the payload. Finally, someone realized to push the payload, and the Moira is actually staying there. So that 3 kill will be optimized. But if I be honest, they could have pushed further more. But right now, they were just thinking of getting kills and pushing and getting position. Maybe they'll hold them in the choke now, and Moira will be the only person pushing.
He catches time stream on his own a little bit. I don't really know what he's doing. They trade one with Suwon from the A there, but I don't know what's going on. They're trying to back in, but the payload is...
Oh, Switch trying to rest the Suwon, and the D.Va player just killed Switch quickly, but Switch trying to delay the payload by using ult. We'll see if that was worth it. Right now, the situation is 5v5. They're currently pushing. Widowmaker comes up from time stream and gets 2 push kills.
They don't really know what to do here.
Baz is not jumping. Baz is just hiding behind the payload, waiting for his jump. Now he's going to do a reset from Yobi's time stream. Saves Keele to make sure that they can't push any further. They say, hey, we're going to hold here. I'm going to be in the window. I'm going to kill every one of your members. Yobi just sit there. You're not going to move anywhere else.
So we see a team composition changing here right now to fight this Widow, definitely fight this Widow. Fast Winston straight to the right half. But Suwon actually loses to Angel.
That's 1-0 to time stream straight off the bat. We'll see if Suwon loses the confidence and switches up.
Time stream is actually just doing some real work right now. He's single-handedly holding some of these people at the choke. And well, we got Ryan charging in. Or charging away rather, inside of Faz. But right now this is all time. He's forced main switch of Farah.
Oh, time straight. Suwon trying to do a very jumpy hook jump kill on time straight. Right now the time straight position is a very strong position to hold. You can see where...
My ultimate is charging.
Okay, well we've got a slight blue screen from my co-commentator here, so I guess I'll be taking this on. But yeah, as we saw, that game sense from time stream to know he was about to fly over was just borderline. It's just mind reading. He's Neo from the Matrix right there, and Zeus are slowly pushing in. Look at the time stream cam here. They're going all the way under to avoid the sniper, but they're fighting inside. They're getting the upper hand as well. They're pushing up top. They're getting the high ground as needed. Time stream is on his own. He's getting pushed by some soldier. But the rest of this is very split now. One of their DPSs have deviated away from their team, and now they're stuck inside because they haven't got enough of the firepower to get out. Faz leaps out as best as he can, but when the Transcendence is on the field as well, it's not really much they can do. That said, he is on his own. Stricken here is alone on the car. Don't entirely know why he's here. as Zeus actually made that push. Very calculated, slow push to avoid the sniper. Was now caught out again. Oh my god! That shot was incredible. What is he doing? He's insane. If he's gotten 2 right there, that would have been beyond obscene. Unfortunately, it does not look like it'll win them the fight in the slightest. They've all come in at very different times. If Keele had pushed in appropriately at the same time as Time Stream and created that massive distraction and opening, there might have been a chance to do something. But Jaeger just stalling for time here. Again, Time Stream just stalling as best he can. There's nothing really else to do. Diva actually retreating to reset, yeah. I would fix it. I would fix it. Alright, so as we wait, my conscience says so again. Well, the ults are all in the favour of UOB Zeus right now. So the man to watch, I reckon, is going to be Faz right here. Because it's a Rhine duel, but the moment somebody lets their guard up and the shatter comes down, it should be game over. So we're basically waiting on here. KOTN as well has got the high noon ready to capitalise on it as well. But they're taking picks on their own. The Rhine isn't even really part of this fight at all. There's just a nice flashbang catching people out, a high noon, and the shatter comes out on the road to stop him from really doing any damage to a high noon. But again, okay, well the bomb comes up on Carp, but they've got a Reinhardt. There should be no problem here whatsoever. It's looking very heavily in the favour of UOB Zeus right now. They pushed it. They made it. Birmingham successfully take the first map against Keele Kings.
Play of the
Oh,
game.
right. Oh dear. So, okay, we're still waiting on my bug here. But yeah, I don't really have much to do. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this first game so much. I mean, Keele took a very commanding lead. It kind of looked like they were just going to roll them over and over again, but UOB Zeus sort of got their footing. They got a lot of, well, some soldier there as well, doing some really good job being everywhere at once. I reckon Keele attempted just a few too many slightly cheesy plays, especially on the critical first point defense of Eichenwald, which they did hold the first time, admittedly, but it didn't really play out for them in the long run. And then, I think, yeah. So we see if they had to what they had to learn for the second game there, and we'll see if they can really adapt and sort of just go with the sort of standard way, which is what UOB Zeus did basically the entire way through. There were very few cheesy picks, and the moment Time Stream did pick switch to Widow, which was incredible. I mean, that play, if you saw the play there, was really good. But
well, it just shows that hey, these two teams are on the top of their game. They want to switch it up all the time. However, when Keele switched it up to Widow and got massacred UOB Zeus, UOB said, hey, we need to get a shield up, we need to get Widow, we need to counter that. But then what we do is counter that back, switch it up, and then therefore UOB Zeus managed to finish it and actually win the rock paper scissors game.
okay, so. It looks like I might have to go. It looks like I might have to go briefly to play on my own sort of side of the tournament. I think I'll have to go quickly check on that. So in the meantime, I will quickly hand over to Kim Juntae on this setup solo, and I will hopefully be back later. Okay. I'll mute that one.
I was playing over 200 deep only, and it was I was still on top of every game. It was really fun.
I am now currently changing the maps. The map is gonna be Hollywood next. Hollywood. Thank you. So currently right now, UOB Zeus and Keele are having a toilet break because apparently there's 2 cents. Let's just talk about that game that just happened. Right now, what happened was the Keele in the first point on the attack, they managed to push UOB Zeus straight out because they had Orisa and Rotha. They're not as mobile. Whereas Keele had Lucio and Reinhardt and the Tracer just it's not really a dive because you need the Winston and Diva to roll dive, but the Ryan and all the heavy main tanks could get to the point as fast as everyone else. So once the Reinhardt got to the main trade, he just put his shield up, and then Orisa couldn't do much. She put the shield up again, but then her shield went down. Reinhardt's shield was still up, and then the Keele got 3 damage and could just poke all day long. And that's what the Keele did to get the first point. However, when it comes to the second point, the Keele managed to hold the high ground up very high. Not Keele, sorry. Yobi Zeus managed to hold the high ground very high, and the Keele just didn't have an answer to it until they realized, hey, actually, we need the high ground. We need to get Pharah. We need to get Winston. We need to get Diva, and actually try and take over the high ground. And then that's actually what managed to. They only won one fight, and that one fight caused them, just that switch caused them to actually gain the high ground, gain the advantage, and actually secure the second point. When it came to the third point, however, they just couldn't push it to the final bit because Yobi Zeus, they had closer spawn times. They had, in this case, they had better ult management. They just didn't know what to do and how to counteract with Yobi Zeus. Currently, I'm going to be the cameraman and the commentating for the first time, so I'm going to apologies for the inexperience to keep up with the camera but we shall see. I've got Roshni here doing the journal for University of Birmingham for Red Brick and the esports article for Yobi Zeus. So currently right now we'll just take a quick break because right now KOTN and KOTN's team and the Time Streams team are currently disputing or having a break, and they're not sure where the members are yet right now. They're not back right now, so we'll be back once the game starts. Hello, and we're back. The team are now ready. I'm going to be starting. Just need to change the scene. And we are entering the next Hollywood game. Right, while we're waiting for the team to ready up, I would like to just thank our sponsors, which is Twitch, Noor, and University of Salford for letting us host King of the North 2018. Apparently the team wants to switch it up and they want to do a different attack first. That's fine. Switch please at Geobreaker. Thank you Kirkmania for the nice comment. Unfortunately Geobreaker is currently playing Street Fighter and I shall be doing the camera work and the casting by myself. So at the moment, right now, Faz is going Winston. It looks like a company from Yobi is going to be a dive on attack. whereas the Jaeger and Matt is going for Junkrat and Soldier. So I would expect to see someone like Reinhardt or Orisa for this composition, just so that they can hold the choke. And they ideally want to just hold the choke. We shall see what Strickland wants to go to. Apparently, Strickland is very traditionally known to go as Diva, but right now Diva is taken by Smashly 12. So the Orisa composition comes up, and the Jaeger switches to a Roadhog. So we shall see the hook and pull. This is quite interesting, and it's quite mirroring of what Yobi Zeus did, which is what they did for the first point with Iconval. We'll see if it works out for them. Whereas actually it didn't work out for Yobi Zeus, but let's see how it should be properly done for Keele. So at the moment, they're gonna dive will come, and then Winston has used his leap. He's gonna get his leap again in like 3 to 4 seconds now, and then we just see the first engage because the dive guard. They actually want to secure the high ground. Far as poking damage from the high guard, they're just scouting to see what they have and just waiting to see it attack. Right now, Winston wants to jump in, but he wants to go to hotel, but there's no one there. There's no one to kill. Winston actually just gets hooked, and he's just gonna poke some damage. Farah's going from the right, trying to get some free kills, and actually gets a kill on Omnitoaster, the Zenyatta. Right now, they're all playing on Cafe, the shield's there, but it doesn't matter. Someone's gonna go flank to see if he can do some damage. Right now, it's a 5v3. Yobi Zeus is finishing off 1 by 1, but actually Sui managed to get some res, and you can just see Strictly. You should really thank Strictly here. Strictly is just holding the anchor position very well and denying Yobi Zeus anything. But right now, Jaeger is in the pool, and we should see if there's any luck on the game. Right. We shall see. So Jaeger gets another pull, and he managed to get it out. He sees Farah, and we shall see if he gets any prey. Right now, Yobi Zeus are trying to reset. Still killed by the flank by Matty again, but we shall see if anything else can happen between Sub Soldier and. Right now, Diva wants to has a make. Moira's a fastest jumps in first, and we shall see if he gets any dive. He wants to jump on the Moira. He wants to see. She's tasting. He wants to go to the cafe and there. Oh, almost gets the hook. Gets the Moira, and so it's a charge in. Farah gets to finish the kill. We shall see. Farah uses the ult, and then she managed to. And the Yobi Zeus managed to secure it. There's a Diva bomb going off that we don't know if they can secure. I'm not really quite sure what happened there, but it seems that the team diving one at a time. Kirkmania just finishes a Matt who just didn't even know they existed, and it looks like it's going to be a first point capture for Yobi Zeus.
This is my objective A captured. Escort the
Yeah. Keele are gonna switch to Widowmaker, see to take down the Farah, deny Kirkmania. He unfortunately misses the body shot, but still managed to finish himself. Let's see what else he can get off. Matt secures the high ground with Widowmaker to deny the high ground for Yobi Zeus. But we shall see if he can get any look at. Right now, Yobi Zeus are just saying, hey, they got Widowmaker, we need to cool down, we need to wait for Kirkmania. Kirkmania switches to McCree, ensures that they can doesn't really go well with the dive comp, but we shall see what they can do with it, because right now McCree can't follow up the damage with it. Kirkmania does work with the McCree. I was wrong. He knows how to play McCree, and right now, if I can get out of the camera, there we go. Mora crosses the ult. Mora pops the ult, and then the jailbreak. No. Keele wants to hold the point. Right now they lose 1v1, so it's a 5v1, but Widowmaker is coming back. They actually got another main tank pick, but they switched main tank together. Oh, but Time Stream picks up Kirkmania. Now Yobi Zeus will need to do a reset as Jaeger is back doing the shots again for free, and she will have vision of Yobi Zeus. But right now, Yobi Zeus are being quite stubborn. They want to stick to the point, but now they're finally calling for a reset.
Oh, my man.
No one can hide from my sight.
Right now, they want to take down the Jaeger. Right now, he's got too much control of the high ground, meaning that he has too much vision. And right now, Kirkmania can't move. He needs to wait. He knows that they got infrared, so they're just waiting for that to go down. Right now, infrared is gone. Yobi Zeus should know that, so now they're free. Misses the shot of McCree, and the Winston comes out, trying to catch the kill on. But Faz goes down. Now that means that they have to wait again. But Suwon counteracts with a Widowmaker, but gets picked off by Widowmaker. Right now, UBCs don't really know what to do here. They got the dive gun, they're doing the right thing. Maybe KOTN has to switch to Tracer or Genji to help with the Winston, try and kill Jaeger, but Jaeger has too much control right now because he has too much high vision control. We shall see what happens here. Right now, KOTN has high news. Sub Soldier has they can deny the kind with the Diva bomb. They might fight the deal. Sub Soldier might fight it, but it doesn't really matter. They got 2 kills anyway. Just to sweeten the deal, they put the Diva bomb anyway, and then Diva gets put down. But Suwon finally kills Jaeger and actually deals with it. And the high news are used. There's a lot of heavy ult usages from UOB Zeus there, but hey, they lost 3 fights or 4 fights. They wanted to win it. They wanted to secure it. Let's see if they can push it all the way now. The tire comes in, and we shall see if there's any work can come in. The Suwon managed to break the, to see if any work comes in. KOTN again quick taken down. Sub Soldier tries to hold it, but right now, because they lost the ultage, now because Keele said, hey, we didn't use any ult that previous fight. UOB Zeus did. We can just secure it. They got longer spawns now. They're gonna take the high control again, and Widowmaker goes back and just have a look see if Suwon versus Jaeger again. Suwon tries to peek carefully, but he's taking his time. But right now, Jaeger has the peek advantage. Oh, gets a body shot against Suwon, misses it unfortunately. There's only 60 seconds left, but Suwon uses vision, so therefore Jaeger is playing a little bit more passively. Tries to secure the kill, see if Fast can do any work with the Widowmaker. Just get on the point, just waiting for the heals, and he's going to dive onto the Widowmaker. Uses the save, Widowmaker uses it off. Widowmaker goes off. Moira's trying to go. Right now, UOB Zeus are very desperate. T uses the Moira just trying to heal all the teammates. But right now, KOTN has got 2 kills and trying to hold the position. They have actually got a 4v4 trade. KOTN finishes off, so it's a 3v4. They could possibly do this, but the Moira ult's gone off on time stream, trying to keep his team alive. Right now UOB Zeus can get the second point, but right now the Keele are trickling back in. We shall see KOTN put his Genji ult off, but it gets killed by... No, he does not get the magic kills. That's a wrong error on the voice gun. It looks like UOB Zeus has secured the second point, as long as they stick to the point and don't do a C9. Smash Master is trying to deny complete access to the time. It doesn't really matter. UOB Zeus got 86 of the members here. This is ours. This is our point. And now they come out. We shall see if UOB Zeus wants to aggressive position. Yes, there you go. They still want trying to get the Zenyatta. He unfortunately dashes off. KOTN switches to the Genji quite early on, and he had the ultimate, which cleared out a lot of the teammates and goes ult very quickly. We shall see what the Keele have to offer with the dive comp as well. Right now, I'm not quite sure what Strelly is trying to do, but we shall see if Jaeger's doing any more work. Jaeger's in the high ground with the main tank, but we shall see. Right now they're just pushing the payload. They feel like Keele's just like, hey, you can push the payload. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do, but if I be honest, the ult advantage is going to currently UOB Zeus. It's quite similar, but right now Omnitosa has a Transcendence so that they can defense ult him. But now they finally denied it, but Omnitosa uses his defensive ult. And if I be honest, UOB Zeus has 30 seconds left. They don't need to commit to this. They don't need to commit to the fight. But are they going to commit to the fight? We shall see. Matt uses his ult. Sees his tires. See if he gets any kills. He does get Sub Soldier. They got 17 seconds. They can do a reset. They can come back from this. We shall see if they want to do a full. If they're going to come back or not. See if Faz jumps into the payload and see if he can make some room for UOB Zeus. UOB Zeus doesn't do it. Oh, what a beautiful ult from Sub Soldier. Overtime right now, trying to get some kills, trying to just get the position. But somehow, out of brick of everything, UOB Zeus manages to get 3 kills out of nowhere and just clears out University of Keele. Just says, hey, we're better than you. We got Faz. We can control this. He now pushes the payload. Now let's see if anyone can contest. Tracer's coming back to try and touch. Again, but KOTN wants to deny anyone coming in. Kills Zenyatta. Goes anyone from the spawn. Tracer tries to stick, doesn't miss this, and KOTN finishes up the point. So anyone else coming in, Diva, they are just Universal Kill. If anything, they are very stubborn. They want to hold this point. They want to have it. Faz is just trapped and having dancing around, just pressing left like every Winston Bane does. But if anything, Omnitosa is coming back in. Keele, you do want to deny that last point. Well played. Well, good effort to you guys. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but University of Zeus managed to get the 3rd point, and Keele managed to hold it. But if I be honest, University of Keele managed to suck a lot of time. They have to go to OT if University of Keele managed to push the final up to the final push. So Faz and Sub Soldier are going for the same comp as University of Keele, which is the Orisa and Roadhog composition with the Soldier and Jungler. This mirrors very similar to what University of Keele did. The Moira and Zenyatta, the Zenyatta's there for the defensive of and the discourse, whereas the Moira can be used as an offense and defensive of if need be. It looks like University of Keele is finally coming out with a Zarya from the actual DPS player. Maybe they're going for the 5 tank meta or the 4 tank, quad tank strategy. The quad tank meta is when Lucio and Moira Lucio and Moira are the support and everybody else is the tank. What this means is Moira can get her ult really fast, and this means that she can get her ult in under 20 seconds, meaning that they will get the ult advantage quicker, meaning they win the fight more securely. Also, for the 4 quad tank today, it is recommended to have a Reinhardt in case they do have some kind of shield, like Timesweep just switched to Reinhardt, which allows the Reinhardt to actually absorb some damage so that the tanks who are at the back can actually poke some damage. This strat doesn't really work if it fails the first 2 times, because the whole point is that Moira gets her ult ASAP, but we shall see if Moira can get her fast. We should be paying attention to her right now. Moira, the point of this strategy is to make sure Moira gets her ult fast, so we shall keep an eye on her and see if they actually manage to push the ult. They're doing a quad tag, Yuri Zeus aren't ready, they're pushing in straight fast, they're healing, they're pushing in, gets the first pick, and then just denies Yuri Zeus. Yuri Zeus have a tendency not to hold the first point very well, it seems like, but Timesweep just comes in, stabber, Top Soldier tries to hook. Even though his hook's on point, he can't do much without his team. Right now the teams are in disarray, there's Soldier dancing around the cafe, there's Timesweep trying to hammer the Faz, and actually they're denying it, if I be honest, but Moira's got 85% ult and Timesweep had 90% ult. If they can just delay a little bit more, they got ult advantage, clearly. However, somehow Yuri Zeus does make a counter, but they get an ult advantage, and the Reinhardt does get an amazing 3-man shatter, but then gets denied by Sawan within his ult and killing most of the University of Keele. Good effort, very good effort from Yuri University of Keele, but Yuri Zeus is just denying the first point. But right now they're falling back, they got the point, they got 2 ticks, and actually University of Esports are just saying, hey, let's reset. We tried our best, it didn't work, unfortunately, and now they're going back to see what they can do for the 2nd point. Kirkmania and so on are keeping the high ground. They're not going for the Widow strat, which is quite interesting because they think they just had a Widow fight. Maybe they're scared of Jaeger, but Jaeger, our man, is going for a Widow shot and gets a Kirkmania pick right in the path. They just said, hey, if you're not going to go with it, I'm going to go with it, and I'm just going to beat Yisuon even if you go with it as well. This is what Jaeger seems to be doing all the time. We just see what else he can do and what else he can pick off. Right now they actually got a fire player as well. And we shall see if Timesweep can get any kills right now. If I be honest, it looks like Keele are more smoother transition than University of Zeus, who are favored to win, may I just add. It looks like Keele are like, hey, this is not going to be an easy fight. We've practiced, we've trained, we're going to beat you guys. And we shall see. And if I be honest, the effort is much better. The tire is ready. Whoops. Unfortunately, I cannot follow the tire properly. Yes, the Mercy Pit. Now the UV Zeus is going to push in. But let's see if they actually deny the Widowmaker at all. Kirkmania is up there to make say, hey, get off there. And they're trying to, and University Yobi Zeus are trying to deny the 2nd point. Suwon is just trying to poke some D.Va damage and shit. He gets D.Va ult off, trying to get zoning out, but somehow T dies from the D.Va bomb, even though she hides behind the box. She must be very annoyed by that. And now University of Zeus are actually not looking very good, considering like they got 5 minute 10s to get the last points, whereas on the other side, University of Keele managed to push them to OT. We just see if Moira managed to get the push. Right now, if I they switched to 2 DPS and 2 tanks, but University of Zeus don't really have a response at all on what to do for University of Keele. They're switching up a bit. They're getting fast as a main tank as Reinhardt and sub soldier. We shall see if they can actually hold it. Right now the ult advantage is looking even. They've got a defensive ult, so they can probably push it out until they get their ult. We shall see what kind of fights they can do. Viega is still on the Widowmaker trying to get a potent damage. Suwon trying to do some work. Kirkmania out gets the fire kill and sub soldier runs away. Faz now finally takes the main tank position. Widowmaker tries to get some space, but then Keele says, hey, let's reset. We lost 2 men. Jaeger still just annoys Kirkmania. Just finish them and be like, hey, I'm still a force to be reckoned with. Don't mess with me. Jaeger always the first in, not even the main tank. Farah comes in, see if she can do some work, make some space for Yobi Zeus. She has his ult, Moro uses the ult. Let's see if we can get a flank. Soldier using his ult, so therefore Farah can't go as much as she wants to. But right now, Time Stream wants to go. Jaeger takes 2 kills. Now it's Time Stream will have a free chance of ult. Kirkmania reuses his Ainu. And we shall see if Yobi Zeus can actually hold the point. There's still 3 people on the point. They can still do this, but Suwon is getting picked. They're still struggling a lot to get to the point. Jaeger doing a lot of work at the flank. And they're being very stubborn to Faz has to put his shield. He can't swing as he can't afford the Widowmaker to pick any of the kills. Matt takes out Zenyatta the T, and then the bomb player, the shield has to be. The Faz got a shield, but Faz gets booped, and Mori gets killed. And because of the D.Va, Mori gets killed. The Swig. What a great play by Rhoda or D.Va, whoever beat him. Right now, Zeus is finally actually holding, but they can't get on the point, and then looks like Yobi Keele? No, University of Keele have finally showed that they're forced to be reckoned with to Yobi Zeus. Hey, we're here to win it as well. It's not just your day. This is going to be our chance to win. It's now 3-3, and now it's going to be a final, I believe it's a final push for University of Keele. 1 second. Yes, I'm not quite sure why there's a 0 minutes left. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a final push from Time Stream. So therefore, if University of Keele gets their first push to the first point from University of Birmingham, they actually win the game. If University of Birmingham holds the first point, they get a draw. So we should see if they can actually do a full hold. So right now, Faz and Sub Soldier, the University of Zeus need to do a full hold. They're actually switching up. They're not going for the Orison Roller, which has not been working out for them. They're deciding, hey, we're going to go for the main tank Faz as Reinhardt and Suwon as Soldier, as reliable DPS, and Kirkmania do some work as Farah. It's quite interesting that Kirkmania wants to do Farah since Jaeger has such a strong Widowmaker and had so much space to work with, but we shall see if the Widowmaker will come out for the first one for this. 9 seconds left, and now we shall see the other team. They're going for the clear 4 tank strat. So let's pay attention to the Reinhardt main tank to see what kind of shield shatter or ult advantage that he gets. Quad tank again. Let's see if they can deny the first seal. It's quite interesting that Kirkmania, who likes to play Reaper, didn't actually predict this, and they're just going straight in. As you push it, why not just swing and just needs to put his shield up, and he actually charges and leaves his team behind. That's not what Reinhardt should do, but it doesn't matter. Matt knows how to get 2 kills, and he finishes that. Kirkmania is trying to do some work up in the sky, but nothing's working. And right now they get the first point. The first point is gonna go, and it looks like University of Keele will take the second map as a 1-1. That should say Keele. That should not say Birmingham. That is apologies from my end. That's a
Play of the game.
It's like I'm playing with a silver guy, so
it's like NG.
Wait, what? No, Mason's silver.
Oh, we're playing with Mason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, does he know we're playing with him?
Yeah.
right.
Chill out, mate.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now we're setting up the next games, and we're gonna have a short break. while we wait for the players to come back and
Used to be things hitting in the face.
And we are back to King of the North 2018 against Zeus versus Keele. So that's Birmingham versus Zeus. Right now we're gonna say a special thanks to our sponsors, which is gonna be Twitch, New, and University of Salford. Thank you very much for sponsoring King of the North 2018 for this to happen. So currently right now the stage is set for the King's Road. This is a great rhythm map where Jaeger and so on can potentially shine. Just gonna check. My microphone is on. Yes, it is on. And then we shall see. We've got a new cameraman because I couldn't do casting and camera work. Camera woman, sorry. But we shall see if the camera work can be improved. Apologies for the chaos that we had before. So currently right now, Faz is going for a Reinhardt and Suwon's going for a Roadhog, which is quite interesting because Suwon is actually the DPS player for the team. But Kirkmere going for the soldier in case they do the 4 quad tank push. However, Jaeger is actually going for the Widowmaker pick because that's what they want to show. This is a Widowmaker map. Let's see if she can do any work. It might be quite interesting to actually spectate Jaeger to see if she does any work. How interesting how time stream. No, they switched it up. So we got Arissa, and let's see what else they'll pick. But Jaeger right now is gonna Widowmaker pick. Let's see if she can pick. Oh, she's actually going back. We don't really know what's going on here, but we shall find out. Oh, we got a Bastion pick. Yes, that sounds interesting. Bastion pick. Kirkmania going back to the gym. They're gonna try and set up the Bastion on the first choke, and they've seen it. They're going high ground to try and keep them advantage. They already played the Widowmaker as a Duke, but now the T just does the work and kills. Man, knew where they were going in the direction, and then therefore they want to finish it. But Bastion now set up on the high ground. He's exactly where he wants it. He's just gonna break that shield to make the Faz can't do anything, and then we're gonna see what kind of work can be done. The Bastion is just going from one high ground to one. He's actually failed. He's by himself. Still on his side. Where is he gone? But he's just gets the Roadhog. Easy pick. And actually they're dealing with this situation quite well. That's because the Bastion could not follow up and got lost on their way to go to the high ground. But actually down there set up on the behind. Let's see what Zeus will do to deny this kind of denial. Right now, the Bastion has now set up. Faz is now trying to protect the support as best as it can. But you know, Bastion is just going to melt the shield. That's what it's designed for. That's what it's going to do. But if I be honest, it's quite interesting strat from University Keele. This has not really been seen. It feels like they're defending, whereas Kirkmania has not even realized what's happening, and now it's just getting melted. The Bastion. I say melted, but if I be honest, a good player on Moira has actually kept it alive, and UOB Zeus are actually looking back in form and saying this kind of strats are not going to work for us, University Keele. Change up, otherwise we're just going to keep demolishing it and not give it the first point. And now from that response, Jaeger has switched to Tracer, and now see it's more work we've done. University, they have actually got 2 picks now, and somehow in the midst of things, just by switching Bastion, even though Jaeger was not in the forefront, University of Keele actually have got the first point. Unlucky Birmingham, and see if they're going to switch there. Kirkmania is actually now switching from Reaper, knowing that they're not doing a quad tank, going for the high ground to see if they can do the Pharah playing. Pharah playing. So right now, Kirkmania is just trying to get some damage, and there's a D.Va and trying to defensive ult, and Jaeger has gone back to the Widowmaker just because Kirkmania has gone Pharah just to deny that kind of high ground accessibility. Kirkmania has to be careful, but right now Kirkmania is like, hey, I'm just gonna ignore you. Doesn't really matter. The choke's here. Let me just quickly check that you're still here, and then go behind and do some bit more damage. You don't fear me. I'm Kirkmania. I counter Widowmakers, not you. The shatter comes out from Faz and just cleans up, but there's a tire coming through from Keele's side, and he's actually doesn't quite get any kills from that, but Suwon then finishes or cleans up the rest, where Kirkmania just carries on the poke damage to the choke. Kirkmania is playing very safe, very secure, and Jaeger's realizing that, and actually he doesn't get any space, so therefore he switched back to the Tracer to see if he can do it. It's quite interesting that actually Strickland is actually sticking with the Orisa. This is because like Orisas are great, but she's a much better anchor. She uses the ult, trying to get some damage done, trying to kill that Kirkmania that does damage, and Jaeger they got 4 kills advantage, and now they're just pushing through. It's a very interesting situation with Team Keele because one thing that Arissa is not very good at is actually making space. She's very good at holding space, but she's not very good at making space. So it's a very interesting competition considering they're attacking. But right now they're like, hey, we're gonna hold here and we're gonna push up to here. There's actually 3 people pushing the payload, so they want to push this ASAP. They're not worried about making space. They don't have the tanks for that. They're just worried more about holding the position that they want to hold, which is what Orisa's good at, like I said before. Faz is going into, it looks like he's almost suiciding with this Tracer sticky bomb coming up, and then that's straight away there. The Diva bomb is going off. The Orisa trying to protect it. Someone gets 2 kills. It's now currently a 4v5 for inside of Yobi Zeus. Let's see if Jaeger can do any work. But Jaeger can, unfortunately, is the last one alive. He's literally the last thing. He needs to go back, but he's gonna die. He's gone. Let's see if he has any blinks left. He's got a couple of dancing around, but he's just wasting time at this point. He just needs to run away or die quickly. There's no point blinking as a Tracer there. But as T goes, T by the way is XI, and T just finished off Jaeger as if it was that simple to do. So currently the people to look out for right now is Suwon with his ult. He's probably going to use it defensively in case they need to, and Jaeger is almost having the trace, but right now the defensive ult is so crucial. Baz is actually almost got a shatter, so they might actually counter with the shatter. And Keele just needs to do a dry push because right now they have no ults at all. They're trying to just gate ult as much as possible. They're not even going for the win. If they get a win, they're lucky. But we shall see what can they do. The time stream is just desperate to try and get some ult charge here. Suwon just uses lots of a denial, and right now Faz has got his shatter, but does he really want to use it here? We shall see to hold the ground. Faz just puts his shield up, defends his supports. He E's, just gets some more ult charge, which he doesn't need, and we shall see. T in the background just trying to get, doing some work with the discords and the heals. See if she finds the translator. If they're losing, then the father's translator does come on. Not sure if it was needed, but better safe than sorry. Now because they got the ult advantage, they're pushing it. And actually, before we even realized, Faz actually used the shatter, which means that Yobi Zeus, Keele got what they wanted. They got some ult charge. They got more ult advantage in the back. But Farah is going to be the person to look out for right now, as Farah has got the ult charge. She's going to be the one that needs to finish this team off ASAP, because right now Moira and Lucio, they have no ult. Omnitos does almost have ult with 10% left, but we shall see if he can get it in time, because it does take time for the Lucio ult to actually fire, because he jumps and then slams it down the ground. So we shall see if KOTN can get a good position. He's actually coming from the flank. He sees that, and actually Lucio might engage with this. Soldier comes in. Oh, KOTN beautifully finished off Matt, even with the visor. He doesn't care about it and denies that completely, but it doesn't matter. The Moira and the Tracer bomb comes in. The subs, they're using all their ulti. They know this is going to be the last shot. They know they want to finish it. It's gonna be this fight or no fight at all. So therefore, Keele is giving it all, absolutely all, using the 3 ults of their own. Yobi Zeus somehow managed to stay alive with the brick of their teeth, with Zenyatta, the T player, trying to hold the point by herself, but this does not work. Suwon is now running away and fails to do so, and now Keele has actually got the second point in the nick of time with 1 minute 34 remaining. Matt has actually switched up to the Genji, maybe because I have a feeling that they were just in case that they wanted to get a dive pump going, just in case they didn't get the point. But luckily they managed to secure it and they didn't mind. Jaeger is now trying to see if anyone's gonna peek him, anyone dares to peek him. He's trying to get the Zenyatta peek, just get any pick all together. He actually gets Suwon, which is completely huge. Now, if I be honest, if they actually got a res, however, that's a mercy meta for you sometimes. It was much worse back in the day. Faz gets picked up by Omni Toaster, and Timestring is doing the work to just get the hooks and gets picked up. Oh, but he has to reload and can't get the Silwan pick kills. The Keele is really proving to show that they are very diverse. They are ready to deal with any situation that Yobi Zeus are trying to throw at them. They got Jaeger to be Tracer, Widow, or even a tank if need be. And right now Yobi Zeus are currently in a mess. They don't really know how to hold it. Right now it's a game of rock, paper, scissors. They got ult usage. They're not really talking about the ult usage, what ult should be used. And KOTN is not really going to a position. Yes, he did kill the soldier, even though he had visor with his E and ult, which is awesome to see. But he may have used that better, not just to kill soldier, but to kill other people. Because now Moira and Tracer will manage to get their sticky bomb and use the Moira ult to actually control the second point. And then you saw what happened there. They just steamrolled the third point after that. So we're going to see Suwon to be Widowmaker for the second half, and Jaeger is actually going to play a defensive point to it. Right now, currently, I don't really know the scores, but if I had to say it, I would say it's like 4-1 to Jaeger in the Widowmaker 1v1 fights. But we shall see if Suwon is now going to be up his game and trying to show who's boss. KOTN is going for the Reaper pick, which is quite interesting, especially if Time Stream actually goes for the Pharah. No, it's not that they can't deal with it because they got the Wither, but it's just quite an interesting conversation, just with the high ground and the low ground mobility. Actually, now I think about it, it seems like Suwon's going to just do his own thing, dance around, whilst the main team is going to be with Swig, or also known as Big CC, to just see what kind of main advantage they can get. They just want to get sub soldiers or ASAP or Fazers or ASAP and then play around those two. They're going for the front end damage. They're going to break any shield if they have it. And if I be honest, Jaeger, Keele do not actually have any shield, so therefore Reaper can do a lot of work, especially the Roadhog and Diva. Diva, yes, has a defense matrix, but Reaper can do a lot of work here. This is a very good pick from University of Birmingham, and we shall see what they have to offer. Suwon comes out. It actually takes his time to pick because he knows that people are looking at it, and now picks very slow. Notice that there is a Pharah, and that's his. He knows that's who he wants. It's quite surprising that he's actually not pushing very quickly, because as a team is the T gets picked off as Anna from the lack of. I'm surprised even with the shoot that they managed to get. Let's see if actually someone can do any work. Zarya is getting charged at 70%. Let's see if he can stay alive. Diva is now demeched from the charged sub soldier. And then our KOTN is trying to go flank and get Zenyatta straight away. And now he raves us out and trying to get some heals. He doesn't see any and he's very scared. He's 5 HG, and then T comes back in the neck of time, bringing her potion out to KOTN to make sure the DPS can now further do more work. Time Street then comes back up, and we shall see he's actually fighting someone, saying, hey, I'm not scared of you, you should be scared of me. Similar to what KOTN did, said that KOTN was dancing around Jaeger. Oh, it takes down Reaper and has no problem, and now he's taking down Anna by himself, and Anna's having a struggle to stay alive, but he wants to keep the Zarya alive in this high charge. She misses the sleep and doesn't know what to do. The team has to fall back, it's a reset and so on. If I be honest, it might be time to switch Widowmaker. You're not really making space, you're not really going to the high ground, there's no shield, there's no excuse. The Pharah's keeping you at bay, you should be killing Pharah yourself, so on. What's going on here, buddy? Jaeger's, I guess, constant pressure between Pharah and with the Widowmaker is quite difficult. So Suwon might be feeling the pressures of that. So maybe he wants to do something with the vision, but we shall see if Keele gonna do a full hold. Faz is now going, they're going for a dive comp. They're now switching up, saying, hey, Widowmaker is a problem. Suwon can't deal with both of them. Let's see if we can help. The Pharah does. Time Stream does show the ult advantage. It does kind of show that Keele do have a better ult advantage usage than Yobi Zeus, who are now struggling to actually get ground within this first point of King's Row. Pharah is doing so much work. Pharah is actually the one that's creating space for Keele, whereas the Diva and the Roadhog is just there for support. See if Faz tries to make some space. Right now, Jaeger's playing so smart. He knows that he's the target. He knows that he's going to. So he's playing very passive, very safe. Unisnet has used his jump. He's got his grapple hook in the back. He can play very safe. Winston's got up. He knows this. Now he's going to fall back. And once Winston jumps down, he's going to then grapple hook. But that's no problem. He's trying to get a pick. He's too messy. It doesn't go. Let's see if Yobizu can actually make something happen. Right now, KOTN is trying to get his blade to make some room. Transcendence is out. It's a bit too late. But Genji's trying to get his rock on the Roadhog. There's someone that's purple, and Time Stream actually gets 2 support, which is very crucial. Mercy manages to get the pick, but Genji gets denied by the Zenyatta by Straight with 1 HP. It literally is a brick of time. Suwon, help your Yobi team out. We need you. We need you. Just unfortunately, I'm from Yobi Birmingham, so apologies for that comment. Keele is showing that, hey, they are tough. Look. Keele pushed Yobi Zeus in under 2 minutes, whereas hey, it took them almost 3 minutes for Yobi Zeus to actually get some work. Jaeger's going in saying, actually, we have a chance to hold the fight. Genji comes in and be like, no, this is going to be our point, get away. But still, Jaeger managed to outplay KOTN, but then his team is now supporting on the back and actually finished up. We shall see what the end result is. But Jaeger has made a crucial play, saying this is a statement. This is not about holding the point. This is about me getting ground for Keele. Now, it is a very traditional Yobi Zeus strat where actually they leave one person on the payload and everybody else gets ground. This is because they got a big under. Diva doesn't mind. Oh, Diva runs away, trying to get some heal, gets the mega. And it's okay, everything's safe. Now that they're a little bit scared. The forest is a little bit scary. The trace is a little bit scary. We can't actually get that much ground. Let's see what we can do. Actually, Time Street is very coordinated. As you can see, they go to the high ground. They're thinking of very devilish things to do. They're going behind the UOB Zeus, and UOB Zeus have absolutely no idea right now. Let's see if they can actually do anything behind them. The UOB Zeus then. It comes from behind. Suwon misses just the sun just before the Time String can finish off. Time String gets both the DPSs, and now he's up in the sky trying to get some heals, but the Ana is denying it. Jaeger is now just saying, hey, who else should I finish off? Let's see if we can get there. But no, it's fine. I'll just get E back. Oh, good attempt on the pulse bomb, but then falls back. UOB Zeus are now in the current struggle. They've got 3 ults, and Time Street now just looking for a good tasty ult. He's trying to get in a good position, but that was a very interesting strat from UOB Keele. They were like, hey, let's just go flank them, a full, complete flank, and see what can happen. UOBC did not see that coming. Time Stream's ult coming, picks out the Ana, Suwon finishes him on. That's a 3 picks from UOB Zeus. That's enough to push the payload freely, and Faz just needs a little bit of hold to carry on pushing, but he just decides to stay with his team. Now he jumps in the E, and now the D.Va comes following along. Suwon is just pushing the payload very slowly. He's got high noon. He might help though, but if I be honest, Kirkmania has the blade, so he's the man to watch right now to try and keep it up. He needs to run away. He's gonna die. Oh, he just saves in the blink of time. Well played, Kirkmania. Much better, and now next to make sure this is an advantage. Both the DPS ults are fired to finish that. Mercy, it says Suwon is now picking up his game. He knows how to get the picks. He's now getting, but George unfortunately dies from the Zenyatta pick, unfortunately, actually. But it's okay, they're gonna pick up it. It's a much better form from UOB Zeus. Keele and the Hunt are really putting up a good fight, and they're really fighting really hard, so that UOB Zeus do not win King's Row. Let's see how long they can hold the Zeus team as Keele now switches to actually a Reaper on the Matt side, and Jaeger on the Widowmaker to create more space. This is a very good Widow side of the map, and if I be honest, if you can get to keep team controlled with Reaper on the ground, Widow can do a lot more work as well. Let's see if Jaeger can pick any picks. But okay, Mercy body finishes on Mercy in 3 shots. Not as clean as I would like to see, but Faz just comes to the finish up. There's the tanks supporting the kills, but Faz unfortunately gets picked up because he did not get the support that he needed from his teammate from Sub-Soldier, unfortunately. Korean, however, gets 3 kills on the 2 kills on support, and he just doesn't care what's going on in the main fight. He still makes it this possible. Korean's Genji is now on point, and he's now just creating more space. Unfortunately, Mr. D.Va, out of nowhere, Matt just kills someone behind the back and says, hey, you've never paid attention to me, I'm just gonna kill you, mate. That's a very Korean's goes Genji Bay, now just goes to see if he can do any work. Zenyatta gets pecked down. So the Reaper just goes, no, his E was up. Unfortunately, I don't think Korean realized that he was up against a Reaper at the time. There's 1 minute 4 seconds left. There's plenty of time for UOB Zeus to reset. There right now there's 3 ults coming off from the Keele side and 3 ults coming from Zeus. It's very hard to use Suwon's ult in this map just because you can't get high ground very easily. Whereas Matt has good control of the ground, and Time Stream can then start pushing people off with his E. Strictly is in a perfect position to do this, causing some damage in the world right now, and as Faz realizes this, but it doesn't matter. He's now putting his Transcendence on and trying to heal his whole team. He's charging his right click to try and get a pick. Doesn't heal his team, unfortunately. Kirkman is now chasing him. His ears on reflex. Suwon is doing a lot of work on the ground while the supports are being distracted to make sure that Keele does not get on the payload. The Matt finally fires his ult, but it's a bit too late, Matt. Unlucky. It's a very tight game, with Keele only just winning by 29 seconds. But I'd like to just say that Keele pushed the first payload and the second payload much easier than UOB Zeus did. UOB Zeus only managed to catch up for the time lost in the second point and the third point, whereas they couldn't get the first point. So right now, it's going back to the first payload. We shall see if UOB Zeus has a better ground to counter. Let's just clarify that yes, UOB. Oh, unfortunately, I got it wrong. UOB Zeus is attacking. I just saw the blue and thought they were defending first. UOB Zeus, that makes sense because they got less timer, so they're gonna be setting the tone to see how far Keele has to push. Now, there is no defense. draw here unless both the team do a full first point hold. So if Yobi Zeus pushes a little bit past the first point, then they cannot be a draw. They can only be a winner and a loser. So we shall see what Keele has to offer within this game. They're going for the 3 tank and junk and the junk. And the junk, that's a lot of healing that needs to be done, so therefore they put Mercy on within the kill side. Swan sees if he can make any space. He tries to see if someone gets picked from Hotel. He tries to see, he realizes there's a junk fight and then he's back. He's trying to see what's going on, he's trying to scout around the team. He's going for the flank through, he's going for high ground just to see if anyone else is there. Genji, Faz is now in, doing some work, but Swan is not there, it's very late. Genji is now doing a lot of work. The KOTN is killing the supports very well, but or getting the DPS, but he gets denied as well. It's not currently Yobi Zeus win in the sense of matchup, but we shall see. Considering they've got the closest spawn, they've got a higher man advantage. But D.Va gets back into a make. That's a free ult charge for Yobi Zeus at this stage. We shall see if she can delay long enough. Keele has now chosen to actually go back and give them the first point and maybe hold on to the choke instead. Actually change that back. Mercy and the Junkrat are in and they're like, no, we don't want you to have the first point. We're gonna do a full hold into our turn. But unfortunately Yobi Zeus already, there are 6 of them, and if I be honest, Keele are spending a ton of resources to do the first one. This gives a very perfect opportunity for Zeus to actually do push the payload to the second point. I'm not quite sure why Keele used all their ults in that fight, but if I be honest, they got 3 ults coming up, potentially 4, and KOTN has an ult, and the team, they got about 4 ults coming up as well. I would say that the Jaeger is out of position, and unfortunately this should be a free kill. Let's just see if he can succeed it. That's a free easy push. D.Va tried to push, now he tried to save a bit. If I be honest, at this stage that should not be an out of position. Rodok should have pushed back. I'm not quite sure why he's there. Genji is now trying to look for a good angle to get his Dragon Blade up. Anna knows that he's there and he doesn't want him to be there. Well, we shall see. He's got to sleep if he can sleep to Genji and let some magic happen. Genji gets in an interesting position to make sure that he can see both the supports. He knows where the Anna is. He knows where the Mercy is. He wants to use Genji break. He sees Taya. He sees Mercy, but the Mercy's Valkyries and actually gets denied. She's only half the HP. She's very low, but unfortunately the Taya finished KOTN off with the D.Va default attack. Suwon tried to do some work, his flex were on point, but unfortunately he could not finish any of the kills. We just see Yobi Zeus now pushing to the final round and holding, Keele now holding to the second point.
Your turn, Morgan. Your turn. Oh no.
So currently, Keele have to push to up to the second, or close to the second point. But let's see if Yobi Zeus can do a full hold, mirroring what Keele did. You just press pause. There seems to be a technical issue, so there's a bit of pause. Thank you for keeping us up to date, Ben Roberts. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the technical side, but they need a toilet break, so therefore there should be a break. Just to let you know that this King of the North 2018 event is sponsored by Twitch, The Null, and University of Salford. So thank you very much for sponsoring this event and letting this be possible. If you don't know, University of Birmingham and University of Keele have both come from their native universities and made all the way to Manchester in the snow blizzard weather of England. The game is currently being paused as the UOB Zeus team currently need a toilet break. So we shall see if this trend continues, as they just always need a break. It seems like every game. I'm gonna take a quick pause until I don't need the pause. Let's talk about what University of Keele did. University of Keele managed to hold the first point for first point for 3 minutes to 3 minutes and a half, with when Zeus was pushing. However, they actually lost the second point, not because they didn't know how to, they couldn't. It's because they used 3 ults to try to get back to the point, which seemed quite a lot of waste. Meaning that Zeus actually had a free time to just push the second payload without any much worry about ult. But then the kill went back from the behind and tried to flank kill them, which actually got control of the second point. Then Zeus came back and used the ults that they didn't have before. So it's a very close game where and it's anyone's game. Keele has shown that they are a force to be reckoned with, even though they were actually ranked 4th within the seeding. They're still very strong. UOV Zeus is favored to win. Birmingham is ready, but waiting for Keele. Right, the game is about to start. Let's go. Hold on, I can try. So right now, Faz is going for. It's going to be this first point. So yeah. So right now, Faz is going for the Rhino, standing the ground, and they really want to hold this further. It's quite interesting to see that KOTN has chose May. I would have thought that actually Keele would have done a quad tank again, but actually they're not. They're going for a dive, 3 tank meta with time string on the Pharah doing a lot of work. So they don't actually have anyone to deal with the Pharah except for May. It's like Keele reading Zeus like a clean book, open book very easily. So we shall see. Right now, I'm not quite sure where the rest of Zeus is. They're being quite delayed, but we shall see if they actually get to it. Yeah. Lucio is now. May's already used her icicle, so therefore in the chart they're going for the hotel strat. And but unfortunately Jaeger's on the point and doesn't know what to do. But Zeus gets 2 picks right off the back. They don't. But unfortunately, the Mora dies in the Zeus side, meaning that they lost a supporter. But it's so important for Zeus to hold the first point, as they will have a harder time to hold the second payload when the payload is moving. So they want to have this one. They want to hold the ground. And Subsosa just uses his boosters to kill D.Va and D-Mech D.Va as well. Timestring gets its own and kills May out of there, but D.Va does the D.Va mages to try and peel for the support and try and make sure Pharah can't do any more work. But right now it looks like Suwon is trying to stay on to his dear life, but it looks like Zeus is going to lose this point as Keele have 5 members of the team still alive, and unfortunately Zeus has no more. So Zeus have a 4 ult advantage. They should not be pushing. They should not make the mistake of what Keele did, where they try to hold the last minute. They're not doing it. They're going to regroup and see what they can do with the 4 ults they have. 5 ults they have. So we shall have a look at what they can do. The Pharah gets picked up. This could be it. This could be it. This could be the finish. The D.Va is trying to make some bad, and the ult comes in. And Suwon is just finishing everyone. That 2 Mercy and Pharah pick at the beginning was just too much of a loss for Keele, and this is a Birmingham win, and Keele put up a good fight, but they just didn't stay with the team in that case. Well played, Keele. This is a very tight game. This is now 2-1 to Birmingham, and the next map is Dorado. This could be very interesting. Actually, UOB Zeus' favorite map is Dorado, so it should be very interesting to see if actually they can live up to their home map. Song has a very clean kills. GG. That was a very tight and interesting game. If I'll be honest, do you think they would have got that win if they didn't go for the toilet break? We don't know. We shall see. But we shall take a quick pause for the comment. But before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsors, because this event would not be possible without them. So I'd like to thank Twitch, The Null, and University of Salford. Many thanks. Hello and welcome back to King of the North 2018. We are just updating the scores right now for University of Birmingham's winning. As you can see, KOTN really wants to start the game already, so let's get that show on the road. So the next map is Dorado. Now this is actually Yobi Zeus's favorite map, one of their most strongest map, one that they practice all the time, is by default. So this is, in a sense, their home turf. So we shall see what's going to be happening in the first map point. So I'm getting a little bit confused with the blue and the red, because I thought that blue was defense, but it seems like it's the other way around. It seems like Keele are going to be attacking first, but I shall verify that in a second.
I actually play Fortnite.
Oh, there they go. There we go. So it seems like, yep. So it seems like Keele are going to be attacking first. And so Keele's going to be attacking first, and UOB Zeus will be defending with the Orisa and Roadhog. So they've done this composition before. They've done the Roadhog and Orisa, and if I've been in the Overwatch League, this main tank composition is very common. This is because the Orisa can pull and the Roadhog can easily get someone a hook. It's a very, very common thing to do. KOTN is now going jungle, and so on. He just did a lot of work as McCree in the second point. But let's see what the Keele have to offer. Keele, actually, Obitosa has never actually been honored from my recollections, but Matt out of nowhere is going to go Doomfist, so we should see some fun dives to see on that. So let's have a look at Matt on the Doomfist. Let's see if he's going to do some work with the players. So, press it one more time. Press it one more time. Yeah, one more time. FAV. Oh. So now Doofus is going for the flank on the map, on the flank, and he's now up in the high ground. But Jaeger is gonna try. Oh, Suwon misses the flashbang. Jaeger can predict that very well. He's showing that he's a force to be reckoned with as Tracer. The Yogi Zeus are stuck in a corner, and we shall see what's going to proceed to the map. So Kirk. Jaeger's doing 1v1. Moira is a very dangerous person to 1v1 with, but not for Jaeger. Swig is not paying attention at all to, and actually just holding the payload. And the Keele team has now just put the first payload. It doesn't actually seem like the UV Zeus actually are putting much of a fight, and they're just going to let them have it and do a full reset. Matt has got his ult. Doomfist ult is usually used more of a defensive ult in the sense of getting away than more than an aggressive ult, but we shall see how Matt would like to play around with this. KOTN has got his tire set up, and Suwon is now sees Doomfist trying to get the kill, but the Doomfist takes out T, uses his right shot to go on the way, uses his ult to see if he can possibly engage. Actually kills KOTN with it, but Faz and Suwon finishes Matt off, but he's done his work, he's done his job. He's got 2 kills and one of them to support. There's no way Yobizus can come back from it, but yet they do. They still like to hold their ground, but if I be honest, the payload is actually still being pushed for free. So that's why the Zeus can still make a counter attack. Orisa has fallen down, they're going to hold the choke, and hopefully Moira has now figured it out. Oh, and KOTN gets his tire and gets 2 kills. Now there's a 2-on-2 trade for Keele and Zeus, but KOTN, and then Matt again gets another kill, so there's another 2v2. Currently the Zeus have an advantage on the spawn, therefore Keele then chooses to fall back and regroup. And hopefully Diva does not lose her mate, but we shall see. So Yobi Zeus, then there's a full hold on Keele, but let's see if Keele can do a counter. The Suwon is now just narrowly escaping from Winston and gets another boost, and therefore Jaeger then finishes the transition from T, saying, hey, I am going to hold this, I'm going to stay still and hold this choke. We shall see if Suwon can make it back in time with this high noon. Doomfist doing a lot, but it doesn't matter. Jaeger comes out of nowhere doing a postmon for 2 kills and a swift finish kill. What a play by Jaeger, who's really is shining up with his team.
that's a clear second win from Time Stream, and Jaeger is now just finishing up the spawn, and they got late spawns, and unfortunately this is just the unfortunate disadvantage of having late spawns. You get punished like that with Jaeger being on fire all the time with his team to back him up. We shall see what Zeus has to do to counteract this. Kirkmania switches to Farah, but the main tag is still there, so the dive is not there, so therefore it might be a little bit iffy. The Suwon is going for Roadhog, and we shall see if this is going to actually help the team out. Right now currently we seem to have some sound issues, so apologies if you can't hear it back at home. And the Kirkmania is now finishing on the toaster, and it seems to be a very easy hold for the first time. However, the Keele team have 2 ult advantage compared to UOB Zeus, so therefore they can now start using ults. And if Diva actually has almost hers coming up as well, but so does the Sub Soldier ult as well. So we shall see how how T and Swig will use their defensive ult, which they don't really have, which they currently need right now to see if they can better match with their team. Doomfist tries to get a lucky pick, but unfortunately just falls back. But Kirkmania tries to punish him, but does not get it. But the Winston gets nano boosted with the Diva bomb firing out, and Doomfist coming back and trying to punish Kirkmania back himself. But T, or actually should I say Suik, has got his back and always has him on heal, but unfortunately cannot out heal that massacre of the kills. Faz then tries to re-anchor his position. He tries not to anchor actually on the payload, which would have been more useful. But then, don't worry, Suwon is now the main tank. He shall hold it, even though, but then could not protect it. It's a shame that Faz did not actually put a shield in front of Roadhog, but he did not need the shield at all in that position. The Omni Toaster is showing that he can play Ana very well, doing the damage and healing. He misses the sleep there and gets Fire Blast right on his face. But that goes with Ana, so it's very hard to land your sleeps, especially to Farah, who's flying around all the time. Time Shift just tries to help on the team, and we shall see that Moira's got her ult in the defensive side, so the team will be firing out once she thinks it's appropriate, and if they can't hold the point. The Diva bomb has fired off, and someone got a hook from Diva, and the Diva makes it so low, they're almost finished up, now finally finished off, and Lucio is just sweeping away the Roadhogs and makes sure they do not go fast, but puts down his bomb go, while T just tries to heal and offensively uses her ult. I'm not really quite sure how many ults they use for the kill side, but it's 3 ults usage from UOB Zeus. The sound is back on. Apologies for the inconvenience. And now the Doomfist is coming back up, and now you've seen this before in Kill. They're very coordinated. They're very charged. They're attacking together, and they know where to go. Doomfist. Lucio breaks it down to save some people's lives and puts his shields. Smash goes straight for Swing and hopes that Mercy's using Valkyrie, that it just can't reach in time. The Sub Soldier uses his ult and gets a time stream kill. That's 1 DPS and 1 support down. That's 6v4 on the UOB Zeus's favour. Can Keele go back? Keele is now going for a retreat. Strickland trying to keep his shield up to keep his supports alive. Now the reset is done. There's 1 minute 15 left. Strickland has 50% ult. However, Jaeger and Zenyatta have their ult. Let's see how Strickland will see if he can get his shatter up in time in order to help the team get a shatter and get a clean sweep to beat UOB Zeus. Jaeger gets a pulse button, he waits for the hit and gets an easy kill on Yana. Then the Reaper gets a kill. Kirkmania gets a kill, but doesn't uses ult, but doesn't really actually finish anyone off. Jaeger's trying to kill the Reaper. It looks like it's gonna be a complete decimation from Keele, who just showed that, hey, UOB Zeus, your favorite to win, but today this is our map. I know you think this is your home map, this is gonna be our map now. Right now, Omnitosa is gonna finish the people off, and there's no Zeus to trickle off except from Kirkmania. The shatter does come through, but Kirkmania unfortunately could not touch the payload and to hold Keele off a little bit longer. Keele has really shown a very strong performance in Dorado, and that time is 28 seconds is not bad at all. If this goes into overtime, Keele will actually have a minute to push the payload. Currently, as of now, it's now Zeus's turn to attack and Keele's turn to defense. And it looks like KOTN is going for Pharaoh, and it looks like a dive plan. So I'm beckoning to question if actually someone's going to play Widowmaker here. It's a very standard trope to do that. It's quite interesting how no one within the Keele side actually have made a pick. It seems like they're discussing saying what they want to do, what do they expect. And as we said before, someone has picked Widowmaker, probably going for the flag, and Timestream, not Jaeger, is going for the Widowmaker. It seems like Jaeger is more comfortable with the Tracer pick, and we shall see how Timestream copes with the Suwon pressure of playing 1v1 with Widow. We shall see how Timestream will counteract Suwon. We know Jaeger can beat Suwon, but can Timestream keep up with Suwon? Can Suwon? So it seems to me they're holding a very aggressive. It seems to me they're holding a very not aggressive. Usually it's very standard for Diva and Tracer to hold. It's very common for Diva and Tracer to hold this part of the payload and then jump back to the high ground, which is right here. But it seems like they do not want to go for this approach, and we shall see what they have to offer in the first fight. So Suwon is the man to watch here right now. Let's see what kind of high ground advantage that he has. Suwon goes for the first pick, unfortunately doesn't get anything. Oh, he goes for the back route, just nice and quiet. Sees what they have. He wants to go for the flank. He wants to be out of the question. He's just waiting for his team to push a little bit. KOTN is going to be in the front line. Remember, but actually, Keele are not actually letting UMBs go to this point, meaning that Widowmaker has actually not much work to do. There is nothing that he can really do from here, and Timestream is now doing his Widowmaker share, actually trying to get some free damage. KOTN is trying to make some space, but it's very difficult without the Suwon help because he doesn't have silent blinds. But now that the payload is pushing a bit more, Suwon, however, gets picked up by Matt, and Timestream is still alive to do some free work. Diva gets picked out, and KOTN is trying to kill Zenyatta. We shall see how the next part of the project of the map next map of the. Timestream puts out the vision so you can see everything there, but I'm not sure if that will save it. Timestream is gone up high, but Diva is now counteracting and holding the payload. Diva's playing. It seems that Timestream might be picked off and killed off by Widow. It seems that even though KOTN did not have the support that Suwon needed because the payload wasn't pushed as far back, KOTN said, hey, I'm going to trust Suwon. He's going to do his work. He's going to do the best he can. Suwon unfortunately missed the Mercy pick. That's a very unfortunate. That would have been a huge pick. KOTN consistently puts pressure on to the enemy team. He's actually got his ult, so we might actually see a lucky ultra, but Diva actually has the Diva might actually fires up his primal raise. Not quite sure what that will accomplish, as primal you don't get ult charge when you're using your ult, so there's no actual point unless you're gonna get a guaranteed kill to use primal raise or to survive. But maybe he was in a dying situation. The Diva bomb gets off. They really like holding. Keele really likes holding the point really aggressively with their ult, but Suwon kills the Tracer, which is not a very easy feat to accomplish. And KOTN is now just wary. He knows that he's got ult. He's being wary. He's holding his position, and they get UOBZs are having a very easy time because right now Keele are trickling in one by one, and KOTN is just taking one at a time. And since Mercy put up his fault, once that's gone, KOTN might actually use his barrage. But right now he needs to worry about Timestream, but he does not have to worry about Timestream anymore since Suwon has now picked off Timestream. So KOTN is going to do this, but Jaeger picks off KOTN, which allows him not to do this. So Soldier can hold it. Right now it's a 4v4. We shall see if they can still hold the ground. Soldier is very stubborn and wants to have his payload with his teammates, but right now he has chosen to fall back. We shall see if he can safely do so. University of Birmingham have now chosen to reset. They've got 3 ult advantage. However, Matt, the Diva, so Winston, Diva, and Tracer are coming back with their ult advantage as well. So it's a they got a defensive ult for the barrage, And KOTN really needs to use his ult carefully. He needs to kill the Zenyatta straight away. They know that they're gonna translate. They dive onto him. The barrage unfortunately gets off a mercy kill, but the Diva Bomb might not just quite yet. Unfortunately, even the quite big position from Smash to put a great Diva Bomb. It was not over there. Moira's ult now is healing and attacking the enemy team and supporting Yobi Zeus very well. The time stream unfortunately gets picked off, and so does Smash Slee. And with the Mercy pick, this seems like it's going to be a Zeus, so that gives him about. So then they got a time winning of 2 minutes 30, but Jaeger says no. This is my point. This is our ground. This is ours. You shall not have it. He actually bought enough time for his team to come back on. Let's see. Jaeger finally gets put down. Time stream. However, gets a Moira pro. Let's see if anything else can change. But they spot the Mercy. The Faz is like, nope. Stop carrying on the payload. This is ours. We got 3 minutes 41. They actually wasted 20 seconds of the cooldown without actually using any of the walls. So well played Keele. Jaeger has switched to a soldier and done a double hit scan. It seems like they thought the Kirkmania was too much of a problem, but it's quite interesting because Kirkmania has got his ult again. He's going to switch once he realizes there's a double hit scan. We shall see what's going to happen, because right now actually this could actually work as a dive comp. So Kirkmania could go to his schedule, which has been working in his favor. Jaeger is now holding the high ground position. So both the dive tanks are too busy not diving the Jaeger and just giving Jaeger free ground, but KOTN noticed that and make sure Soldier with an amazing Diva Matrix, but not enough Diva Matrix to actually help KOTN right there and then. I think there's some communication problem. Diva Bomb is trying to make some space, but the payload is being pushed for free. Suwon is getting Suwon is gonna at the back trying to just hold the. Trying to get some free damage, but right now it seems like it's going to be a fallback. Oh, but Suwon makes a pick. Soldier, however, does go down, unfortunately, so therefore they do have to fall back now again, even though they had the man advantage. It seems Suwon has the KOTN actually switched to a Reaper, meaning that they're going for the high ground. They want to take the high ground just because Suwon's got the high noon, but is there a defensive order they can use to counteract it? They got translated, but the high noon will counteract it. You can't really block a high noon provided that it is in the correct format. It seems that the UAB Zeus is going from the underground and actually pushing UBC. We shall see if they can do any work. Swig actually does the time stream, does a high noon and kills Swig with his Valkyrie. Jaeger then uses his ult, but right now UAB Zeus have not used the ult except for the Diva Bomb, which was used as probably as a defensive alternative. Swig did waste his Valkyrie, however, so actually 2 ults from the UAB Zeus, and that actually was not so best thing. So now they got 1 minute 30. This is plenty of time to actually get UAB Zeus to make some ults, get something, group up, and recollect themselves. They got 1 minute 28. This is very they got a minute advantage to Keele right now. Let's see if Keele can hold their ground and actually say, hey, Dorado is not your map, this is our map. Jaeger getting some free ultras from Winston right now. Winston is now diving onto the backline and actually using his ult to make sure he stays there. Suwon gets an amazing pick on McCree, which is a huge, it's a fight, making a 5v6. Faz is making sure he can kill that Zenyatta. That's a 3 kill on UAB Zeus, but Diva Bomb is trying to make some space. Faz uses the Diva Bomb to make sure none of his supports die and jumps away in the last minute to make sure he survives. This is now an easy victory, easy push, but little do they know, there's a Reaper waiting to get on point. Can KOTN finish him off? Suwon pushes his highness to try and finish anyone off. He does kill the Reaper, but doesn't kill the Mei, which is because of the wall. See if he can kill the Mercy. Suwon is trying to finish that, triggering out people. Keele, if anything in this game, they have shown how proud they are. They have not made this easy for them. This should have been a very easy win for University of Zeus, but no, Keele are showing that they will stand their ground. They will beat UAB Zeus at all costs, and if not, they'll definitely give them a hard time. So, it is quite amazing to see Zeus actually only beaten by 1 second. It does, I say 1 second, but obviously Keele managed to do their thing for 28 seconds, so they beat them for roughly 30 seconds. But this is a very close game, like King's Row. And it's very nice to see that actually Keele, they like to change it up, whereas actually Zeus, they're going for their strong, they know what they practice, they know what they like, just they like to stick with it. But as I say this, KOTN kids out of May. I'm not really sure what kind of strat they want to do, but we shall see what kind of hold they're gonna encounter with this. Well, in the kill side, they're going for a standard dive comp. So their favorite person to kill is gonna be a Zenyatta, but any of the supports. And it seems like maybe the UOB have predicted that because they're like, hey, we're gonna go for mobile support so that our supports can always be active. Same with the main tanks. So let's see what Faz shields and see how well they can hold the first point. Straight off the bat, Tracer is now going for a flanker. She seems like she's getting the high good, but it seems like they realize they got a Orisa and Roadhog. And actually, Zeus is actually going for a 3-tank meta. I didn't quite notice the co-main. That's actually like 4 tanks. They lack DPS. It's quite interesting that they didn't go Zenyatta within this comp. The fact Winston jumps in, and then Matt is trying to get some free kills right now. So he's getting some free kills, but Faz actually gets 2 kills. This is huge on the choke. So knowing this actually pushes the choke, and there's only 30 seconds left on Keele. They get another pick. That's another 10 seconds that Keele have to wait until the Lucia comes back. But Suwon just picks up the Maywell. That coordination from UOB, they really show that they're actually with time we get better together. Keele are really struggling right now. They got 11 seconds left. The Tracer's gone. They got Genji or Winston to touch the point. Can they get the ball and push it to the first point? It seems like they're gonna be stuck on the choke. We can be in a very hard position for Keele to actually defend. It's overtime now. Jaeger is now 6 HP. He's very low. Killed by Sub Soldier. And Faz is now holding the anchor, saying, hey, this is my ground. I am the wall that you have to pass. But no, not just the wall, he's got a main wall as well. Orisa's shield is now protecting everyone in the team, and Strictly is trying to make some space just to push it a centimeter at a time. But UOB Zeus has shown that they are stubborn as well. They're gonna put a Diva Bomb, and actually Strictly trying to protect his team, uses Leap because they couldn't get away. Matt gets into it, gets Genji Bay, see if he can do some work. He gets the Lucy, he gets the May. See if he can touch the point. He touches the point and does all the work that he can do, but that is not enough for Matt's Genji Blade. Well played, both the teams. They put on a great show for us tonight. We shall see how UOB Zeus will counteract and how far they can push with Keele. Keele has shown more than UOB Zeus that they are stubborn, that they will hold. They know where to hold it from. They know where the margin is, and you know what? They might not even let it. Let's have a quick look of where the margin is for us, the viewers. Actually, that is actually not going to past the choke either. That is just before the choke, meaning that UOB Zeus actually held it very aggressively. So this means that the Keele have to actually intervene quite early on, and compared to if they were to push, they could have just waited for the choke and then pushed. So Keele's gonna actually have a very hard time. Knowing this, they're actually going for the dive because they know they need to get the 1-man advantage ASAP. They know that they need to get a kill and then go from there and let UOB Zeus triple themselves. However, will UOB Zeus allow that to happen? Currently with Anna and Warrior, that's a lot of healing. They want to heal all the team. With Suwon as a healer, with Reaper, with the Wraithon, with the lifesteal. This is a very, very health conscious team right now that UOB Zeus has set up. We shall see what happens within this first round. It seems like Kirkmania is going for a complete flank, but let's see what Jaeger is up to. Right now they're trying to intervene ASAP, so Jaeger is now currently going on the point to try and stall it, going for the Zeus is going for the 3 times, hopefully just avoid the hook. Winston actually gets fall asleep, and with a beautiful sleep from T, and actually here goes, hey, Zeus is going to intervene, because you intervened first, but you weren't coordinated, so Zeus is now showing that they're going to just swing his hammer all day long, go fast, in the sense of like, this is my round, my hammer, and now he's now bringing the shield off, and they're currently 2-man down, so they don't really know what to do. The Anna is down, so they have lost healing, but Kirkmania with his lifesteal and Moira's orb healing doesn't really much. So there's 14 seconds left, and University of Keele are really not allowing this to be pushed and waiting for the team as fast as possible. They're putting up a really good show. Moira is now almost here. Diva has lost his mate, and University of Kiel are desperately trying to get there as fast as they can. Loses speed, but trying to get there. Matt gets in there, he gets his game to better, see if he can do some work. He gets one kill on the Ana. He just always plays, but he just couldn't finish the Rhino. The fast and shatters off in the wall, in the wall, and it finishes of the hammer. Can they? It seems like it seems to be that Kiel do not want to give up. Yeah, they keep coming back on, even if they think this all hope is out. They never give up until the game is over. They're gonna keep doing this. Reaper Turkmenia actually uses his ult to finish, saying that's enough. Well played, GG. Birmingham goes through the finals for King of the North 2018.
Play of the game. Double, triple.
Really well played from University of Kiel. They have come to Manchester from the snowy weather, and they managed to show that, hey, we know we're not promised to win, but we're going to definitely put up a fight. We're not going to make it easy for University of Birmingham. It's not a free win. They showed a 3-1, but if I be honest, the Kings Row, they were very close games. They could go either way, and it wasn't a game of who outplays who. It was more of a game of, hey, who makes less mistakes here. And in this case, unfortunately, Kiel made just one more mistake than UV Zeus, and UV Zeus managed to capitalize on that. But if I be honest, if UV Zeus just made another mistake, then Kiel would have won quite easily. Well, look, this has been a very tight game, and now we're gonna go on to see if who the next final is. Because currently, as of now, UV Zeus is going through. I haven't got word that if Underwatch. I've just got confirmation that Underwatch has gone through, so it's going to be a University of York versus University of Zeus for the final. This is a very traditional game. Last year, this is what happened last year. It was a UAB Zeus versus University of York, so Underwatch. Last year it was York versus Birmingham, but Birmingham won 3-0. However, York has actually got a new roster, so it's not actually the same thing altogether. So thank you everyone for tuning in, but we shall go for the University of Manchester, and well, thank you for coming along to University of Southwest Esports. But that'll be it. The final will be cast in the University of Manchester Esports Twitch channel, so please pop by to that channel if you want to watch University Zeus versus Underwatch. Many thanks.